All aboard for global goals!
This year, Thomas and his friends have teamed up with the United Nations.
The world of young children is supposed to be one of innocence and joy, but it's been permeated by the global ideologies of the United Nations.
If you go to goal number 4, it deals exclusively with education. And when you think education, recognize they're talking about indoctrination.
The Sustainable Development Goals.
Under the surface of it all is this effort to bring all the children of the world into this one world globalist system. And what's so remarkable about this to me is that it's not even hidden anymore.
Take part in the global movement
To save our world from being destroyed.
How will you fight climate change?
Try meat-free meals. Reduce your electricity use. Give your clothes a second chance.
We died! It's kind of your fault!
And you can never ignore Greta.
The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say we will never forgive you.
I don't want you to be hopeful. I want you to panic.
We want action. We want justice. Let's want action. And we want it now! No more coal! No more oil! Keep your...
I want you to feel the fear I feel every day. I want you to act as if the house was on fire, because it is.
This propaganda relentlessly promoting fear in various ways, be it disease, be it climate, I think is having a very damaging impact on young people's mental health.
The disasters that continue increasingly to afflict the natural world have one element that connects them all: the unprecedented increase in the number of human beings on the planet.
We're asking children to believe they are a scourge on the planet. I have a problem with children believing they shouldn't be here from the off. How are we ever going to encourage them to have strong mental health and emotional well-being if they believe that their birth is a disaster for the planet? That's not encouraging them to be productive citizens who are making an active contribution to society if they've got to apologise for their very existence. I think it's very dangerous, and I think we need to reverse that as soon as possible.
The indoctrination of children is further evidenced across their learning. Objectivity and freedom of thought are being stifled by the persistent pushing of agendas.
I undertook a study of secondary school textbooks to see what children are being taught. And what I found was extremely shocking. I found unqualified acceptance of climate change, the wonders of vaccines, GM foods, and very few counter-arguments were presented. If you cannot produce this information that's in the textbooks, you cannot succeed in the school system. If a student undertaking a geography exam, for example, doesn't talk about man-made climate change, then they're very unlikely to hit the top marks. Is it not surprising that the phrase critical thinking actually only occurs in relation to two subjects? One is art and design, and the other is history. Other than that, it's completely absent from the national curriculum. If we have a dumbed-down syllabus, we're actually stunting children's brain capacity and brain potential.
While parents may not be fully aware of these issues, many are concerned at the growing trend of gender politics, including transgendering. One former head teacher says his local authority advised teachers not to use the words boy or girl for fear of misgendering anyone.
The Department for Education as well has really subscribed to this kind of woke ideology, so there's almost like brownie points for the more woke you can be.
Why do you have makeup and lipstick and glitter on?
Because I think it looks pretty. Oh! You don't think it looks pretty?
What schools have done is employ third-party agencies to deliver material for which the third parties most certainly have a vested interest in. And I wouldn't have a problem if it was I'm there in school to ask children to accept me as I am, That's fine. We all need to be tolerant and liberal in a diverse society. My problem is that what they're actually doing is more a form of evangelism, which is, this is who I am and you might be too.
In my heart, I've always known that I'm a girl, Teddy, not a boy, Teddy. I wish my name was Tilly, not Thomas.
Language carries so many meanings and messages. And if schools are encouraging social transitioning, that's not a neutral act. That's a significantly impactful act.
Dr. Fraser is also highly critical of the World Health Organization's recommendations, suggesting that 4-year-olds should learn about sexual stimulation.
It's harmful. They don't need to know it. And in fact, for those children who are perhaps victims of adult abusers, how will they ever know the difference between what is happening within the home if they're encouraged to also explore that part of themselves within a school curriculum? What do we do with an organisation like the United Nations or the World Health Organization if we take our orders from them about what is suitable education for our child? How do we say, no, we're not doing that, we want a change?
Teachers are sent on courses to embrace the diversity dogmas, and many buy into them. But Fairclough says that those who don't keep quiet for fear of reprisals.
It's a dereliction of duty. It's a dereliction of their legal as well as their moral duty to safeguard children against harm.
I can certainly say I feel very let down by the teaching profession because I am not hearing people speaking out on behalf of the children.
A one-world dictatorial education, a dumbing down in the classroom, fluidity of gender, the impact of technology. Are our children being groomed for a life in the digital prison?
Today, nobody has any idea what to teach young people that will still be relevant in 20 years. As computers become better and better in more and more fields, there is a distinct possibility that computers will outperform us in most tasks and will make humans redundant. And then the big political and economic question of the 21st century will be, what do we need humans for? Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
Do you have an answer in the book?
At present, the best guess we have is keep them happy with drugs and computer games. But this doesn't sound like a very appealing future.
A chilling forecast, and one which echoes Brave New World, in which the oligarchs did indeed provide drugs and entertainment so that people learn to love their enslavement. Yet there are even darker clouds on the horizon, the spectre of transhumanism.
In a sense, it is that final piece of the puzzle. If you want to gain total control over everyone and everything, then you actually ultimately need to be able to implant technologies inside human bodies. And that's exactly what's taking place.